Are you a peacemaker or a troubled person? Or maybe some mixture of the two? In this clip from a quick chat with the unemployed alcoholic, my friend Mike Logan shares his experience on how he has transitioned from a troubled person to a peacemaker, all while battling racism and rejection. Enjoy the clip.
I'm gonna chill out.
Yeah, so you're kind of the peacemaker?
Yeah, I mean, I usually am in real life anyway, but especially in the basketball court, because basketball games can get really heated for people, especially with those young kids. So then it always takes me to be like, all right, everybody, calm down. We all came out here to have fun, not to fight each other.
You said you do that quite often. Have you played that role at other times in your life too, the peacemaker?
Yeah. I mean, I've had to play Peacemaker a couple of times. I just recently became a peaceful person, though. So, like, there was a lot of times when I wasn't a peacemaker.
What does that mean? You just recently became a peacemaker?
I don't know. I used to be, I think before you and I met, I used to be a very, not negative, but I was very cynical. And I don't know, I just didn't care about people like not getting, or not people getting along. I didn't care about fighting people. It was just, I don't know, I was a troubled guy.
And that troubled guy was, when did that start?
Oh man. I don't know, high school probably.
Yeah, how was high school?
High school was fine. I mean, I got through it. I was pretty popular. When I first started high school, it wasn't popular, and so I dealt with a lot of like, I went to Hazel Park High School, which is 2 miles north of Detroit. So my parents sent me there. So because Detroit public schools famously were very bad. I mean, still aren't very good. And so they sent me to a public school out in Hazel Park, which is a suburb, and it was mostly predominantly white. So I dealt with a lot of racism when I first moved there until everyone realized that was funny. And then all of a sudden, nobody wanted to mess with me anymore. And I started playing sports and doing extracurriculars, and I became quite popular. But up until like ninth grade, it was always a struggle.
You said you dealt with some racism and stuff until people figured out that you were funny?
Yeah, I mean, and it goes this way with, I feel like historically with people of color is like nobody sees your value until you show them your value. Whereas I feel like a lot of people start off with the advantage of the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean?
Like white people start out with the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah, I mean, like you kind of, I feel like when white people meet other white people, they just accept them until they give them a reason not to. Whereas, like for me going into that school, it felt very much like these kids were like, we need to have a reason to like him, and until we do, we're going to treat him like crap.
And that reason kind of came with your sense of humor, huh?
Yeah, but it was on accident. Like I wasn't really like trying to like, oh, I should be funny and show them and then they'll like me. It was just that some people would start talking to me and realize that I was funny, and then it would kind of like catch on that, oh, that Mike guy's pretty funny. And so then it became, you know, everybody liked me all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, that sounds like it was a difficult time until you figured out kind of how to cope, huh?
Yeah. Although I wouldn't say, I would say hindsight is more like at the time, I just kind of went with it. Like it didn't really, I didn't like, get too super upset about it because, I mean, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed if I worried about it too much. So I just kind of accepted it as what it was. And then when I got older, I was like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, and do you feel like you still run into that now?
Oh yeah, I mean all the time. It's different though. Racism has evolved so delicately into 2020 to where people can be so subtly racist that nobody else can pick up on it.
I hope you enjoyed the clip. The full episode is going to air on September 21st at 7 p.m. We're going to air it live via video on YouTube, and of course it's going to be released on everywhere where you can find your podcasts. There's links to all that on my website, theunemployedalcoholic.com. Thanks for checking it out, and hope to watch the full episode with you on September 21st. Thanks for being you, and have a great day.